8 minutes past 5 on the same date, and I'm uploading with regard to the issue of individuals that are overstepping the line into people's privacy, not being dignified or honourable, not respecting confidentiality, and that are false reporting people's privacy and matters without video footage, without evidence, without witness, and exacerbating their deaths and damages and dues. So there's a very dangerous, unsafe, distrustful situation in Tralee, County Kerry. There's no such thing as thought police when working with fellowship and federation. So those people that are silly, consumed with thought police, or silly, being insensitive or rude or disrespectful to the privacy laws, the confidentiality laws, and the boundaries of protocol, those people that aren't respecting boundaries and that are overstepping the COVID boundaries, that are disrespecting people's personal spaces, and that are philosophizing about thought police, I find it fascinating. So those that don't know how to learn from the past, I also have huge concerns. We've seen already the role of the Garda Síochána with regard to my personal matters in support of crimes that have cost people money, and that have cost people casualty, and that have cost people loss. So those people that are still not learning from the past, still evading their debts that they owe me, I hope the Garda Síochána know the dangers for the fact that my child isn't in my care, that my child was illegally separated from me. I hope the Garda Síochána are aware of what I've done for their establishment as a Royal Humanitarian of Crime Prevention. I hope the Garda Síochána are aware of the dangers being put before their own children supporting crime against my good name, character and reputation. I hope the Garda Síochána are aware of the dangers of any crimes committed against my personal hierarchy and personal space and personal boundaries with any crimes that offend COVID protocol, that being regard hygiene, that being regarding health, that being regarding well-being, all of these matters that are the premise and basis of COVID. So the Garda Síochána, the Department of Justice, you're very well aware of the Fernan input with the Victim Support Federation. So the Department of Justice, you're aware that I have Reformed Irish Society, and anything saying otherwise, then I have concerns for any individuals disrespecting my birth cert, my birth rights, and the Fernan input with the Victim Support Federation. So the Department of Justice, you're fully aware of my circumstances. Your government and your state are benefiting from recovery and reform from my name personally. My son is a missing person, and those disrespecting the reform that I'm responsible for with more petty childhood, juvenile, immature, irresponsible and reckless conduct, more corrupt offences offending the fruits of my labour, those disrespecting the origins of their birth into the government and its state, those that are getting a seat and riding on a free ticket and offending people's wealth, offending my family name, I have awful concerns for you. So those that don't know the history of Ireland or don't know the political scene of the Irish history, governmental scene, might update themselves with regard to their origins and where they're coming from before they put themselves in a place that compromises their good name or their own integrity. So this is just an update with regard to the losses being caused in County Kerry and the obligations to the Garda Síochána to my name personally with regard to the 3 state departments, the Victim Support Federation, my Fernan ancestry and my Fernan birthrights, and the input that I've had in reforming this country, so, and abroad I might add. So those that are offending recovery of Brexit and COVID with offences against hygiene and health and disrespecting my family and my farmland, those that are obstructing and spending money that doesn't belong to them, I have concerns for all of your children as of today. As I've always said, I'm on the side of the Women and Children's Charter, but with crimes being committed in this state that offend my reform and recovery input and the loss of my child, wherever he be, those that are despicable enough to be in society disrespecting COVID-19, I have concerns for the example being set to young children. It's a sad sign of the times. So those, unfortunately, that are using the term Puritanism or Arianism, I'm really concerned about the lay of the land with the amount of filth that's going on. So it's a really disgusting situation. So those that are finding this amusing, entertaining, or anyway clever, I really have a lot of concern for your level of intelligence as well. So this is just an update with regard to the crime and corruption as usual from the southwest of Ireland, the issue of debt evasion, the debt exacerbation, and the issue of the Garda Síochána and the obligations they have to my name. So those that are suffering from mental illness and not doing what they're supposed to be doing, at 7 years since you were notified with regard to my son. So if you can't do your jobs properly, please don't take a salary and don't be using reform and recovery that came from me personally. As I've said, Victim Support Federation and my Fernan name have been offended. So it's a sad sign of the times. Crime is still being conducted, and we've still got individuals spending money that they don't own, and that is actually an awful, awful risque circumstance considering their acts of blasphemy as well. It's really disgusting. So yeah, I hope the IMF and the ECB are aware of the dangers of any stolen wealth from me, and the issue of monetising that has come from all the property and portfolio of my name personally. So there's a dangerous issue being caused. Those children being put at risk by adults in society that don't know how to behave properly. I have concerns for yourselves and those Garda Síochána with daughters also that are aware that my son is still a missing person. So those that are taking away to not doing their jobs properly might be careful about any further wrongdoings or walking anywhere of my property in Ardfort and Kilflynn. And those that are disrespecting the Roman Catholic Church